Spectroscopy, as you know, is nothing but the branch of science which deals with study of interaction of electromagnetic radiation with matter. Whereas electromagnetic radiation means a radiation having both electric and magnetic field component. Wave parameters. There are four wave parameters: wavelength, wave number, frequency, and energy. And those are related with each other by the relation E is equal to h nu is equal to sc upon lambda is equal to sc nu bar. Matter means anything which we feel through a sense, and there are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. You just see these two figures. In first figure, when light passing through a prism, dispersion occurs and you get a continuous spectra. Whereas if some sample is placed between source and prism, then some spectral ranges are found to be disappear. That is due to absorption of light. When different radiation falls on a molecule, different changes takes place. For example, if microwave radiation falls on a molecule, molecule starts rotational motion. Whereas if visible radiation falls on a molecule, electronic transition occurs. Microwave region is 10 to 10 raised to power minus 2 centimeter, and as you know it is lie between far infrared and radio frequency region. Microwave spectroscopy deal with pure rotational motion, and that's why it is also known as rotational spectroscopy. First of all, let us discuss what is dipole moment. As you know, dipole moment is the product of magnitude, that is positive or negative, and distance between atoms. If molecule possess dipole moment, then and only then it absorbs microwave radiation. Molecules like H2 and 2Cl2 do not possess dipole moment, and thus these molecules are microwave inactive. Whereas molecules like HCl, CH3Cl possess dipole moment, and hence these molecules are microwave active. Now let us discuss theory of microwave spectroscopy. As you know, molecule possess dipole moment. So if that molecule rotates, it produces induced electric field. And that induced electric field interacts with electric field component of microwave radiation, and that's why there is absorption of light. So induced electric field produced only when if that molecule possess dipole moment. And thus molecule like HCl, CH3Cl since possess dipole moment, that's why these are microwave active. Now let us discuss selection rule for rotational spectra. So selection rule is delta J is equal to plus minus 1. That means only J is equal to 0 to J is equal to 1 or J is equal to 1 to J is equal to 2 transitions are possible. Whereas transition from J is equal to 0 to J is equal to 2 or J is equal to 0 to J is equal to 3, these are not possible. So here selection rules are delta J is equal to plus minus 1. That means difference of only 1. So let us discuss first of all what is rigid rotator. So if we consider molecule HCl, then there are two atoms. One is H and another is Cl. So here H, it is represented by a small ball, whereas Cl is represented by a big ball. And these two balls are connected by means a rigid rod. That rigid rod, that means it is not flexible. That is, it is not vibrate during the rotation. Suppose length of this rigid rod is r. Now this system is balanced about the center of gravity. Thus, let us suppose that the distance from center of one of the atom to the center of gravity is r1 and the distance from center of another atom to the center of gravity is suppose r2. This system is balanced about center of gravity. Now, since r is equal to r1 plus r2, so r2 is equal to r minus r1. Since system is balanced about center of gravity, so one may write m1 r1 is equal to m2 r2. Now, put value of R2 in this equation, so what do you get? M1 R1 is equal to M2 into R minus R1. Now solve this bracket. So M1 R1 is equal to M2 R minus M2 R1. Then shift M2 R1 towards left hand side. This equation becomes M1 R1 plus M2 R1 is equal to M2 R. Now take R1 common. So you get R1 in bracket M1 M2 is equal to M2 R. So what is value of R1? So R1 is equal to M2R divided by M1 plus M2. Similarly, if we take R1 is equal to R minus R2, then we get R2 is equal to M1R divided by M1 plus M2. Now, as you know, moment of inertia I is given by expression I is equal to M1 R1 square plus M2 R2 square. Now put values of R1 and R2 in this equation and rearrange, so you get I is equal to M1 M2 divided by M1 plus M2 into R square. Now here M1 M2 divided by M1 plus M2 is known as reduced mass, that is nu. So this equation becomes I is equal to nu R square, which is nothing but moment of inertia in terms of rigid rotator, because as you know nu is equal to M1 M2 divided by M1 plus M2, that is nothing but masses of atom, which we can calculate from the rigid rotator, and R is nothing but length of rod, that information also we get from the rigid rotator. That means here moment of inertia is defined in terms of rigid rotator.